here are your hosts for the truth from Central Hudson, actor, co-host Frank Herrera, and from Central Hudson, actor, frontman, your host, Andrew, the Truth Washington.
Yo, I love that.
I love that, man.
I love that.
About that.
Yeah, I guess we had three. That's not what I was thinking. He's like, yeah, we're gonna go with the old one. I'm like, all right, let's do it. But that's not what I was thinking.
I like that. It
got you hyped, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That was a surprise to us, like it was to you. He said, we're going live, and then all of a sudden the music starts.
Who are we?
That was pretty cool. Hey, hey, by the way, I'm back.
It was his turn this time.
Oh, yeah, man. Let me tell you.
And I did miss you.
Oh, did you? I missed you, brother. I got to tell you, sitting on my couch, magic spread out all over the place, watching, that sucked.
Yeah, I told you. I
That sucked.
when I was home with COVID, man. Why everywhere? I felt like a little kid, like on the outside, looking through the window.
But then I was itching to pick up the phone and just call in. I was gonna pick up the phone.
But you were getting ready to go on your tour. You were working on your tricks. You got some new stuff to blow some minds. So
bunch of stuff coming up. First, let's give a thanks to NoFo Tick and Mosquito Control for sponsoring us for these 4 months. We got a couple more months to go, and make sure you give them a call at 631-888-NOFO. Take care of your backyard needs, your front yard needs. They'll get those ticks sprayed up for you. The mosquitoes.
I called. They're coming to my house as soon as it's time.
They give free estimates. You just they just pull you up on Google Maps and they look at the size of your property. They give you a price and they can be over there. Yeah, tell them the truth sent you. We're here. We got what's coming up. It's so much coming up, dude. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to tell everybody because I wasn't here. First of all, I love the lights. I don't know if I missed this place, but the lights is like bang right on. I can tell by the shine on my head. I love it.
Where's that little umbrella thing that's usually there? No?
Don't you worry about that.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, no, there's no more umbrella thingy. That's what I mean. It's awesome. So anyway, we got a lot coming up.
Well, tell them what we did though. First of all, last week I actually got to work with him last week, and let me tell you, if you need something done with your lawn,
yeah, he did.
We did a full sod job. Dude kicks ass. I'm telling you.
We did it in 2 days because of the rain. Frankie, I'm old school. I do a lot of things with my hands. Takes a little bit longer. Frankie beat me upside the head. He said, no, you're going to do it this way. And we went to Home Depot, and I was like,
smarter, not harder.
I said, oh, Frankie.
Now, I know this is going to kill you, but tell him I did pretty good for an old man. I know it'll kill you. Just say it, and let's get it over with.
It's not going to kill me.
It's going to kill you.
It might cause a little pain in my side.
Okay, well, go ahead.
But it's not going to kill me.
I'll be over here.
Frankie worked like two men.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something?
No, I was talking to somebody else.
All right.
He worked like two men. He did it good. Nah, man, you did good, brother. I couldn't have done it without you.
No, we did it
that was a lot of work. I have done the lawn by myself. Yeah, that's why I won't do that.
It was a lot. Too bad you didn't have the pictures to put up, man. The transformation was like amazing.
I put them on Facebook. I went there today, a week after I went and fertilized the lawn, and I stood there for like 5 minutes, like.
They were happy with us. They couldn't believe that us.
You have
did
to
that.
see
I seen
today.
the pictures you put in
today how happy they are. Like they were out on the lawn, the backyard. You know, we had some extra sod. They threw it all down that day. Yep. All that extra sod thrown down that day.
We were soaked. It was 2 days in the pouring rain.
Yeah, this is what we do. We like to make the homeowners feel good and give them what the value of their home. Now they want to put more chairs outside so they can sit and watch. But we passed that. May 28th. The Patchogue 40 Thieves are hosting a fundraiser for their drill team. It's a clam and lobster bake. It's going to be held at Fireman's Park. Frankie and I are going to be there. We don't go many places together, but I keep saying it. There's no way he's backing out of this one or whatever.
I'm down.
Frankie and I will be there. It's my daughter's birthday, and she probably will be there for a few minutes, but make sure you get your tickets in advance. I'm actually going down to Fireman's Park in Ridge tomorrow to the Patchogue 40 Thieves practice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm going to get some interviews and talk to some of those guys. and help promote this event some more. And you know, hopefully they have a good turnout because I know racing season is coming. The first Saturday in June, already scheduled to be in attendance. There's some tournaments I make sure that I'm there, and that's the Lindenhurst and Central Islip Invitational. So that's one thing. Now, we're going to switch to something. I don't know, I guess it was like a punch in the face when we read this thing on Facebook from our boy Danny Krause.
Oh, yeah, man.
There's a young student, Victoria O'Brien from Central Islip. She's a 24-year-old. She's suffering from cerebral palsy. She was coming home to visit her family on May 4th, and she was arriving in on American Airlines. The flight attendants helped her down, got her in a regular wheelchair. When they wheeled her to the other American Airline employee who was waiting with her motorized chair, the one thing that was missing at the end of that scene was the motorized chair. Yep. The employee allowed somebody to walk up, get in this wheelchair, and ride away. And American Airlines, they got blasted immediately. And one of the things that caught me in the conversation was American Airlines told this lady, after 4 hours sitting her in a regular wheelchair, they told her to get up. Somebody else needed that wheelchair. She's traveling by herself. I even if I just saw something like that, I could not imagine. I'm like, what did you just say?
Yep. No, it's amazing.
Did you just ask her? So that's incredible. But you know, in defense to American Airlines, their response yesterday, the last couple of days during this happenings was not good.
No. Originally, what was it, 30 days?
We'll
let you know in 30 days?
Yeah, well, let's wait 30 days while we do our investigation.
Totally unacceptable.
So this is a motorized wheelchair because she's non-ambulatory and she needs help getting around. So a regular wheelchair she physically cannot do. So American Airlines felt the pressure because, you know, this is after the fact, but this is on News 12, this is on other major networks. They decided that they're going to pay for the wheelchair today. So that's $6,500.
Yeah, do the right thing for sure.
Which I don't understand why did it take somebody putting your company on blast?
That should have been a no-brainer.
You know, you make how many billions a year? Help this lady out. So thankfully, that's taken care of.
Well, originally Danny had put it up on Facebook, and we jumped right on it.
Immediately, both of us
jumped
like,
right on. Whatever you need, Danny, and then everybody
let us know.
followed
It's
suit.
like
And,
we were getting a GoFundMe page. You know, we have all the Venmo stuff ready to give you. But in the time when I'm prepping for the show, Danny made sure he called me, and I wanted to make sure I brought that to you. That American Airlines did step up and do the right thing.
Only after being put on blast, though.
Well, yeah. So it's not a thumbs up or a pat on the back.
No, it's definitely not.
It's like
but that's what it takes.
This is what you should have did from the beginning.
You got to be put on blast to do the right thing. They should have just did the right thing from the beginning. And, you know,
that would have been
big
what
business.
it was.
That's how it is nowadays. But we're glad everything worked out, and she's going to
Victoria, I'm glad. Hey, listen, I'm gonna come do a show for you. I'm gonna make you. I hear that she's like the life of the party. So maybe we're going to do something. Hopefully you can get out to one of my shows before you go back to school. I know you got some finals you got to take care of before your school year is officially over. But we'd like to meet you in person and give you a high five for being the funny girl that you are. I heard about this story in the snow. I'm not even going to get into it. But
we wish you the best of luck. And Danny Krause, thanks for bringing it to everybody's attention, man.
Krause, as always, you're the man, brother. So one of the things that I did, you know, I had an event the other day on Saturday. And after the event, I was supposed to go to Riverhead Raceway, but that got rained out. So I
didn't know they opened up yet.
Yeah, well, it's the first one.
That's awesome.
So and I made another call, and I said, listen, you guys still want me to come? And it was the New York Cancer and Blood Foundation facing off against the Suffolk County Deputy Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Tulin was on hand again. He was on the ice. This was to go to benefit, financially help others, you know, fighting cancer.
That's the New York Cancer and Blood Center. That's actually the organization that I go to for my checkups and stuff.
And then Port Jefferson.
Well, they're all over. The Port Jefferson, Patchogue,
Port Jefferson. So
So
Sheriff Tulin's wife is now heading that office out there, and we have a little video right here. I got to meet with Tina on Saturday. Bobby, can you play that video?
Here we are at Dix Hills Ice Rink with Tina Toulon, who happens to be the wife of Sheriff Toulon, and we're here for Hockey for Hope, which is the cancer foundation that we're putting together.
The New York Cancer Foundation was founded in 2016 by Dr. Jeff Pasurka of New York Cancer Blood Specialists.
See, I would have never known that. We didn't cover that. 2016, all of a sudden, I got a history lesson. We were supposed to talk about how hockey and this foundation have come together. And now, tell us, the biggest thing for me in this is the team that the Sheriffs are playing.
So why New York Cancer Blood Specialists is important is because the team is made up of doctors, staff, employees of New York Cancer Blood Specialists.
Excuse me, but do you know this guy?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
I'm Errol. Pleasure to meet you.
You guys look like you just met, like you're gazing into her eyes.
Yes, it's always like that when I see my wife.
Oh, your wife?
Yes.
Forget what I said before. Forget what I said before. Sheriff, how are you doing?
Doing good.
I've been waiting a long time to get you here. You know?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
This is all a ploy.
all events and events. No, don't sneak away. But first I want to say, this is, I think, the third event that I've been to that you were a part of. And I absolutely love what you guys are doing, not only for hockey and the different foundations that you're supporting, but in Suffolk County alone. You're big difference, and I appreciate that. And I hope that I can help you with anything possible.
All right, so that was one of our interviews. I got to speak with her more, but as you can hear, it was a little difficult to hear. We knew this was going to transfer to the audio part of things when we came and put it on the show. So I tried to, make conversation a little bit shorter, but I did want to try to get at how people can help and donate to this organization. And while we were watching that, Frank, you got to mention that these are the people that you go to.
Yeah, no, that's why New York Cancer Blood Center, they're awesome, and it's a great organization. It's great, doctors there are amazing, nurses. It's definitely something I would like to get involved with down the road.
Well, we have opportunities, and here let's go see what Tina had to say about how you can donate to this cause.
So the New York Cancer Foundation supports cancer patients in the New York metro area that are struggling financially. And so all the proceeds from our event simply goes to them, goes to help those cancer patients. And actually one of our cancer patients and our grant recipient is stopping the cut today. So we have products for sale, and you can also donate to the foundation on our website, NewYorkCancerFoundation.org, and you go right on there. Every dollar helps.
So there you go. It's NewYorkCancerFoundation.org. If you have any extra cash, any change, send it on over to them. I know gas prices are high. You got to decide, do I donate or are you going to have a tank of gas? I put $30 in my gas tank and I'm still on empty. So here, Cancer Blood Specialists, New York.
So that was before the game. There was a hockey game to be had here. I got to run into, again, one of my former players when I coached Farmingdale State University, now Suffolk County Police Officer, 16 years on the force, Sal Gigante. We have a picture here that we could throw up of him. And then we got some pictures coming up right after that. That's Sal on the ice pregame. And then we have Sheriff Toulon standing here on the blue line as we got ready for those ceremonies. One of the things that was odd, not odd, but different about this game is Sheriff Toulon's son, Errol III, also plays hockey. And we have a quick interview with Errol to see what he thought about playing for the other team.
So we're down in the locker room. You notice the colors on this guy, but you might not recognize him through the cage. But this is Errol Toulon Jr.
The third.
Oh, the third?
Yeah.
Wow, there's another one. You think Grandpa? Well, I found out by speaking to his mom, Tina, outside. She's the one who's putting a lot together for the foundation. Errol here decided that he was going to jump ship and play on the other team.
Well, now I work with my mom, so yeah, I work for New York Cancer and Blood.
So let me ask you this. Was it Mom said you're playing for me, for Dad? How do you come about you making a decision which team to play for?
It was me wanting to play against my dad. We've never played against each other the entire time that both of us have been playing hockey, so figured it would be fun.
I can totally understand that. You gotta put a whooping on Dad.
Yeah.
It's kind of like shooting hoops out in the driveway.
Exactly.
When we finally beat him, well, don't check.
I can't. He's got to keep his head up.
I know this guy. He's got a little bit of streak on him. I can promise you, there's gonna be a little shoulder at the Sheriff too. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you very much, brother.
I'll see you out there.
So that was behind the scenes. So it was good to see Errol III is now an employee for the Cancer Foundation, Cancer and Blood Foundation. So he got to oppose his dad for the first time, and I was able to capture the first picture taken with father and son on the ice together in opposite uniforms.
Did he get to throw a hip check at Pops and boredom or anything? Or no?
No, but there's the picture.
Nice.
So that's the sheriff of Suffolk County. I haven't seen this guy on the ice more than I've seen him in his office, I'll tell you that. But he's doing a great job, and I haven't heard complaints. Everybody that works around the event said that he's just an amazing person to work for. And, kudos to what he's doing.
I got some buddies that work out in the jails, and they have nothing but nice things to say about him.
Coming from the correction officer's side, I know that, they might assume that he favors the correction officers more, but from what I hear, he's fair to everyone, and that's all we could hope for. So there goes that. Then the game starts. We have the ceremonial puck drop by one of the very own very enthusiastic cancer survivors. She was on hand, and she dropped the puck for us. We got a little picture of that. And then there was the hockey game. Like she was dictating what we did. She was posing for pictures and everything. Even looking at her there before she was ready to drop the puck.
I see the picture she put up. Yeah.
So there was a hockey game that broke out after this, and unfortunately, Suffolk County did not come on the winning end. They actually look a little bit like the Rangers right now. 6-2 after 4 periods. After 2 periods. So what they did for this game is they played 2 22-minute periods.
Okay.
So they actually had a halftime. That didn't do them any good because the deputy sheriffs lost 4-0 to the Cancer and Blood Foundation, but they raised over $10,000.
That's great.
So that was a good thing. That was a very good thing. So we have some stuff coming up. I told you we are busy. I am busy. Everyone's busy. I got some shows coming up that probably nobody's going to come see because, that's what happens. But Wednesday at Misfits, 8 p.m. in Ridge. I have some comedians coming with me. Bruce Lipsky, funny as hell. Stephen Colbert is really funny. And I have a kid called Grayson Yurkowicz.
Oh, your buddy from
9 years old.
From the clubhouse. Right?
9 years old. Grayson Yurkowicz. I told you, buddy, I called his father. I said, hey, man, this is a little bit late. It's an adult setting. I'm ready to give him a shot. He said, what? I said, yeah, man. Do you want to do it? He said, whoa, let me talk to my wife. So he talked to his wife, talked to Grayson. He's got to be ready. Like, this isn't like we throw him up on stage. No, you got to prepare. You're going to get 7 minutes. You're going to get treated like a professional. You get 7 minutes. You better come with your A game.
7 minutes. 7 minutes I'm not, like an hour
right.
if you're not prepped for that.
So that's what's going to happen. Grayson's going to come up there, and he's going to kill it, and we're going to have a good time. And then we have the following night. I don't even get a chance to rest. Then we go to Thursday.
No rest for the wicked, bro.
I have this event's going to have some more comedians, and I have a host for this event because this is the only way I can make them come.
Short stop in, baby.
This is a short stop in East Islip.
Old stomping grounds.
We have Arnie Price, Bruce Lipsky. Arch Hill's going to open things up for us.
Oh, that's good.
I just liked him. I met him a couple of times, and and I watched the video. He's on the Den of Comedy the other night, and he had me in stitches. So yeah, I definitely want to work with him, and I'm looking forward to that. And I got to tell you something, Frank. Somebody loves us.
What?
Just, Bobby, I want to show Frank why I say somebody loves us. We got a nomination for 2023 under Arts and Entertainment for the best podcast.
That's crazy.
So now, you done made it a competition. I don't like to lose. So yeah.
And we're the least competitive too, right?
No, I'm not competitive. So I'm going to bombard you. I'm going to ring your phone. I'm going to send you text. If you don't pick up your phone and go vote for us as the best podcast,
I think it's an online thing. Danny Krause, get on that, brother.
Krause,
do it.
Krause is like, there's not many things I do, but if it's online, I can support you.
He's going to be a Flavor Flav. He's going to be a hype man.
So get on that, Krause. It's time. We need to have this to be awarded best on Long Island. Whatever.
Bring it home, baby.
Bring it home. All right, we're going to take a commercial break, and when I come back to you, I am going to be talking with the man from NAX Wrestling, Malta. He's in the building.
And
pissed off. We'll be back after this.
And Sal Ranello will be with him, too.
Honey, it's such a beautiful night. Let's eat outside.
Okay, hon, sounds great. Ugh. These bugs are out of control.
Oh no, honey, look, Luna has a tick.
We gotta do something about these bugs. It's ridiculous.
Don't let mosquitoes and ticks ruin another summer. Call Nofo Tick and Mosquito Control. 631-888-NOFO. That's 631-888-NOFO. Or visit NofoTickControl.com. That's NOFOTickControl.com.
And we're back. So we have an event coming up, Clifton, New Jersey, May 21st. I actually been waiting for this event for 5 months. I can't wait. Time's finally here. It's NAX Wrestling, man. We had, there's a lineup for you. It's at the Italian American Family Association. Make sure you get your tickets ahead of time. It's an event that's brought to you none other. You have dinner, you have comedy, you have magic, and then you have the high-flying wrestling. But before we get into that, I want to bring in Sal Ranello, who's one of the promoters of this event, and also my man, Malta. Bring it on in, brother.
What's up, guys?
And here they are.
Good to see you guys.
Never mind.
The last time we had these guys in here was a lot of fun. Remember?
Oh, the last time we had them in here,
insanity.
it was, look at how big this man is. Look at how big this man is. And, you know, he had a match not too long ago that didn't go his way. And you can see on his face, he's got a little bit of the heat he's bringing to this event. He's bringing some heat. And he's fighting Jimmy Jack Cash. Last time at their event, Jimmy Jack Cash, you know, he got a little jump from behind by Mad John. So he's coming to the ring a little heated because he wants to get some action. It's going to be a great fight. Malta, welcome. What do you have for Jimmy Jack?
What do I got for Jimmy Jack? Yo, let me tell you something. I'm excited about fighting Jimmy Jack Cash because I know he can bring it. And in NAX, you know, we're going out there to perform. We're putting everything on the line every time that we go out there. And I like being there with someone who's really going to toughen it up, and we'll be able to have a nice battle between two big gladiators. And it's actually a tables match. So somebody's going to a table.
Oh.
And you've said it. He's like a new Bruno, and you're like, you know, the new Andre.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. The tables match. I'm gonna be right there.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna be right there, and you know,
as long as it's not me and Frankie going through the table.
I just hope, Malta, that I get to watch you put Jimmy Jack Cash through the table, and hold your hand victorious. I'm gonna be there. Scoop is gonna make his debut. Tell us more about the event, Sal.
Well, it's going to be like the old school Slammies. We're bringing back old school wrestling. We're going to have 2 magicians. You guys might make one or the other disappear. We're going to have some singing, some comedians, and we're going to have some interesting people also in the audience. So it's going to be...
And we got James Torres.
Oh, yeah. How do we forget that?
Elvis impersonator.
Elvis Torres. I mean, Elvis impersonator.
So, not only do we have your match, we have several other matches that night. We have Zombie King versus Colossal, Mike Law.
Yeah, that's going to be a great match. I mean, these guys have... they fought each other before in a 3-way with Sam Shields, and Sam Shields came out on top. So I guess they have a little existing beef that's going forward where they're now going to face each other and see, you know, who should move up the ladder between them two. Sam Shields is not going to be at this show because he had an injury that took him out of professional wrestling for a little while. So, you know, as you know, you get up close to this thing, the stuff that we do is dangerous.
It is, yes.
I can tell you firsthand, at being a wrestling fan all my life and being right there against the ring, whole nother
people
door.
Get hurt.
Whole nother door. And you see how easy it is to get hurt.
Now, speaking of being a wrestler, James, who was like the person that you looked up to as a kid, like watching, like, because we all watched on Saturday mornings, you know, Jimmy Superfly and, you know,
Bob Backlund.
My uncle and mentor, Baron Mikel Cicluna. So that's the thing is I grew up in Queens, in Astoria, and Queens is the most diverse neighborhood in the world, and everybody's from somewhere.
Sunnyside Gardens.
Everybody's proud of who they are. Mm-hmm. And I'm Maltese. When you tell people Maltese are from Malta, a lot of people don't know it like they know where Puerto Rico is or they know where China is or something, you know. And so now I would mention my uncle Baron Mikel Cicluna from the Isle of Malta. Then they would know. That would be the only thing that would associate them where I come from.
I get that.
And, you know, as I got older, you know, people would, even before I started training one day, they asked me on the street, "Are you a wrestler?" So it was kind of like, I just gravitated towards it. And also Andre the Giant, who I was fortunate enough to portray him in the movie The Brawler, streaming on Netflix.
Which was an awesome.
I had to watch that.
Awesome.
That was great.
Nailed it.
And for me, it was pretty cool watching this, knowing Andre the Giant, the history of that, because I was a fan, and then watching somebody I called my friend portraying that in the movie. I'm like, wow.
And his uncle was on that card because it was a showdown at Shea Stadium.
Shea Stadium.
Yeah,
I remember that
so
story.
his uncle was on that card.
Actually, you know, and then after that match between Andre and the Bayonne Bleeder, Chuck Wepner, that inspired the whole Muhammad Ali thing where my uncle was fighting Gorilla Monsoon. And then Muhammad Ali was in the audience and he got up and started popping stuff to Gorilla Monsoon in the ring. And then Gorilla Monsoon was waving him in, and my uncle Baron Cicluna took a powder to the back and opened up the lane for Muhammad Ali to come in and take a wild swing at Gorilla Monsoon, and he picked him up in the airplane spin. And when he put him down, he was dizzy. He was dizzy, and he was holding on the ropes to stand up. But it was a big thing, and stuff like that in the future would inspire the Stone Cold Mike Tyson thing, the Mayweather Big Show, and all these different things.
Even Mr. T coming in there, which when he came into
that's
wrestling,
right, and that was WrestleMania 1. But most people don't realize that Ali loved Gorgeous George, and he loved wrestling. And not only did he love wrestling, he also loved martial arts, and he would ask them, "Hey, what can I pick from your brain that I can use in my shtick?"
Ali was one of the best showmen.
Best showman. Amazing showman.
So we have more matchups that night. We have the GOAT versus El Imperio. I haven't been able to see these two in action yet, but can you tell me something about them?
All right, so the GOAT, that's the Blood Brothers, who was at the last match.
Yeah.
You know, they're one of the most brutal tag teams in professional wrestling right now. And superstar Mike Whiplash, who's also a part of another tag team called the Zoltan, and he's also an awesome singles wrestler. And they're going to take on the entire El Imperio, or who's left in El
I
Imperio.
recognize some of the faces in there.
I was in El Imperio. I'm not in it anymore.
No,
we both were.
You know, we went to Mexico with them, and we did Puerto Rico together, and we did stuff, but kind of like
Time to step up.
I don't know. You know what happened is, kind of the whole thing kind of fell apart from the top, from the general. I mean, we didn't like the way our general performed at the last event here. He's not even going to be here at this thing. So when I came out, the fans said, "Ditch the El Imperio, go back to being Malta the Damager."
Now let me ask you: do you being with these guys? Do you prefer singles, or are you a fan of tag team? I know you do some tag team.
I have a tag team.
Right, I know you
Maltese Marauders. And actually, my former tag team partner, I mean, we could still be a current tag team right now, but right now he's kind of doing his own thing in Japan, and he's wrestled in over 20 different countries around the world. And he was just the champion also in Mexico last year.
Right.
And he needs to go on his own to see how far he can make it on his own. So he's going to be wrestling on our NAX show in singles competition. But hey, you never know. You may see the Maltese Marauders actually.
I'd like to see that. If there's two of you, yeah, I'd like to see that.
We might find some kind of reason to come together for the night.
Okay.
James, let me ask you a question. Is there a different style between the Mexican wrestlers and then what's the difference between the two?
Blood.
And the American?
I'll tell you something. Even the rings are different there, and the lucha style, that's what they call it, lucha libre. It's the luchador style, and it's...
they don't tag.
Wait, hold on. You're going to explain to me what happens there? Well, they don't. They do. No, but it's true.
It's true, they don't.
They mentioned that. I'm sorry about that. But they do. When it comes in and out and you're doing a tag match and there's multiple people involved, you don't have to make the tag.
So it's like...
Anything goes.
You jump in when you feel like it?
Yeah, people are just jumping in when they're just running in and out of the ring. And the match is just live the whole time. So there's no need for the tag rope or to tag. And the rings are structured differently too, where like the rings in America are more structured for taking massive bumps, you know. And make no mistake, it's as hard as anything. It's on 2x12 16 or 20-foot boards.
I've seen them taking the ring apart.
And
this is wood, man.
On top of steel, channel
steel.
steel.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's hard as hell. It's not a trampoline. If you slam somebody on the trampoline, you see the referee popping up in the air. That's not how it works. You couldn't run back and forth solid on a trampoline. And it's hard. It wears and tears on your back. I don't know if any of you people out there have ever taken a kickboxing class or kicked the bag. You know, when you first start kicking a bag, your shins and everything get all bruised up and it hurts. But after you start kicking it for a while, you build up kind of like an armor. Like as a professional wrestler, our body builds up like an entire armor. I could fall off the second floor of this building and I'll get up and dust myself off and just walk down the street like nothing happened.
I don't want to see that. But we're going to take a commercial break and we're going to come back and talk about more of the matches and get into more of the things that are going to happen that night.
Sure.
We'll be back after this.
Honey, it's such a beautiful night. Let's eat outside.
Okay, hon, sounds great. Ugh. These bugs are out of control.
Oh no, honey, look, Luna has a tick.
We gotta do something about these bugs. It's ridiculous.
Don't let mosquitoes and ticks ruin another summer. Call Nofo Tick and Mosquito Control. 631-888-NOFO. That's 631-888-NOFO. Or visit NofoTickControl.com. That's NOFOTickControl.com.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
It's musical. It's magical.
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
Now, these larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey. The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor.
You like De Niro and Cape Fear. Counselor!
Entertainment.
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
And optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Let's laugh together.
I love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
So we're back. We see that we have some questions coming from you guys. So Frank, you were just asking Malta?
Yeah, someone was asking, what's the difference between a hybrid and a luchador?
I don't know. I mean, I guess hybrid, if I'm talking about the same thing that I think this person is talking about, is a person who combines different styles of wrestling. I mean, for me, I could be a hybrid because I have an old school thing.
Yeah, you also have the martial arts.
New school flair. And I do also interject my martial arts background, which I have as
MMA style.
Before there was MMA, I was doing competitions. You know, we used to be a Muay Thai fighter for a gym called Saitan Gym. At the time, Muay Thai fighting was illegal in New York, and they used to do it in places downstairs. And you look on the second floor, and it says nails, nails, nails. So you think it's a nail salon. You go up there, full-fledged dojo being run by Oleg Taktarov from one of the first
So just
UFCs.
Moving back just a few minutes. Also on your lineup tonight, it's a match that I'm super excited to see. It looks like it's going to be epic. I love the high flying. You have Gianni Valletta versus the Red Scorpion.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's going to be. This is the one to see. I mean, we're very lucky to have these people coming into NAX. Gianni Valletta is my tag team partner, one half of the Maltese Marauders. He's ranked number 5 in Japan, All Japan Pro Wrestling, and he's one of the greatest pro wrestlers out there in the world. And he's coming over here where he's going to be competing in singles competition against Red Scorpion, who's the best professional wrestler in all of Italy. So this is going to be a really great matchup between two of the best that Europe has to offer. Two of these guys have both traveled around the world, so they're world-class athletes. And I'm anxious to see what he's going to do over there in the singles competition. I mean, because he's just a phenomenal wrestler, both of these guys. But I'm going to be partial towards my tag team partner, Gianni Valletta, because I love the guy.
I seen some of the stuff that you guys have on YouTube. Yeah, it's going to be dirty. It's going to be dirty. Someone's going to walk out of that ring with a little bit of extra help. So that's one. We also have the guy that you fought in your last matchup. You defeated Jamie Tylers. He's going to be there fighting above average Joe Scott.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Jamie Tylers versus above average Joe Scott versus this guy Dino Might.
Oh, a three-way.
And then I got a message from this guy Dino Might on Instagram that said, I'm unavailable. So I don't know how first you're available and then you're unavailable. So we'll put these guys together against each other to see who's going to come up the ladder here in NAX. I mean, Jamie Tylers was a formidable opponent. He's a ambitious young man. He's in tremendous shape. You know, above average Joe Scott. He's got a really cool above average old school style to him. And the other guy is a new style high flyer. So we're going to see, you know, this is what's the beauty of NAX. You're going to see where old styles meet new styles. You're going to see hybrid styles of different people. And, you know, we're looking into bringing people in from Mexico, from Revelation, Lucha Libre, Iztapalapa, to come in and be a part of our next event.
And both are real nice guys, too.
Yeah, just don't piss them off.
Yeah, of course not.
Jamie Tylers is a really nice guy. I talked to him a little bit. I was able to interview him during that event. We have one more match that you talk about high flying.
Send it to us. Post it on the NAX site. Did you do it?
No, that one didn't. It didn't come out good. No, one of the things, and this is good that we've had the experience. So one of the things that we would address on that night is when we're doing the interviews, to get the DJ to drop the music down just a little bit, because that's what drained it out so much that we couldn't hear the actual interview. So I don't want to put a shitty product out there. So I just
unless we can get you another room or something. I don't know. We have to
whatever you guys can figure out.
There's different. It's all. I think it has to do with timing. There's the time before the person goes out and the time after the person comes back, and you would have to bring them to the side and wait for the music to end, and they'd have to give you a little leeway before the next match goes out there, something like that. Because
Yeah, we'll
I
work
love
on
to
it.
catch. I love to see you catching people as they're
As
going
they're
in,
going
talking
in.
the shit, and then when they're coming out, whether they want to lose,
Yeah,
backing it up.
And that's the part.
And that's the
you
truth.
know, I'm gonna like that one.
Yeah.
So you mentioned about high flyers over there in the previous match with Jamie Tyler's. Here's one with Nimrod and Hank Hannigan.
Hank Flanagan.
Hank Flanagan. I'm sorry. Yeah, I wrote wrong. I wrote Hannigan, but I did good up to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Are these guys high energy like I think they are?
Well, Nimrod, his complete gimmick is Nimrod Texteria, and he's also a New York City firefighter, and he had suffered an injury, and so he was on the sidelines, and we've been using him as our ring announcer because
That's what I thought I saw.
because
the headband.
Yeah, it's true.
Headband guy.
He's such a great personality. He's a good person, and he's got a lot of charisma. So and he has the love for professional wrestling. And even when you're on the sidelines, you still want to be around the show. But now he's making his comeback, his debut return match against this guy, Hank Flanagan, who's apparently a seasoned veteran and probably hitting the peak of his wrestling career right now. And it's going to be interesting to see if Nimrod can hang with him. But, he's ambitious and he's a New York City hero. He's a firefighter.
Right.
So I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to be cheering for Nimrod.
Absolutely.
Well, my dad was a fireman in New York City, so he's already got my vote.
Sweet.
So what I noticed about the lineup that you have is this is like the United Nations of wrestling. You have people from various countries coming together in one spot to put on one amazing show. How do you get these guys to...
That's it. I mean, you get it. I just hope that the rest of the world gets it. I mean, first of all, this is going to be like a wrestling event like no other. It's really an extravaganza. That's why we're calling it extravaganza, because we're going to have comedians, magic acts, musical acts. You're performing there.
Dinner buffet.
Buffet, sit-down dinner, like a banquet-style tables, the big round tables, look almost like a wedding hall.
I just hope
Type
the
of
wrestlers don't
atmosphere.
throw the dinner rolls around. That'd be pretty funny.
No, they ain't gonna throw nothing around.
All right, we're gonna have some stuff for them.
I gotta
next
worry
week.
about the audience members. You ever see the wrestling crowd? Don't worry about the wrestlers. Worry about the crowd.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's different people from all over the thing, and it's kind of what makes NAX special. And I'm glad for everybody who participates in it, in running these shows. Not everything goes as planned. Sometimes things happen. Sometimes cards are subject to change.
Right.
So who knows,
Are
Things could change up
you
to the
happy?
minute.
I know that you and I spoke about this event in December, and ever since then I've been anxious for this to come. Are you anxious? I know you put a lot more into it, but having run events like this as well, you get that build.
The whole world is anxious. I mean, we've been in lockdown for 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, here we are creating the greatest night of entertainment that anybody has seen in a very long time. I wouldn't say 3 years. I'd say in 30 years. That's kind of, I mean, picture a small independent level wrestling setting, right? A place that holds hundreds of people, not thousands, but with all that glamour and all that entertainment and all that showmanship that you would find in some type of WrestleMania show. So that's the thing. It's a no-brainer. It's only $50. It's at the Italian American Family Association, 282 Parker Avenue, Clifton, New Jersey, May 21st.
And tickets are
2022.
$25 if you come just for wrestling.
Yeah, if you want to come just for the wrestling, $25, and you can get a ticket at the door. But if you plan to come for the whole shindig with the dinner, then you got to get your stuff in advance, because we have to make sure we have enough food for the people.
I have to tell you, $50 for all that is a steal.
No, absolutely.
It is.
You can pay $50 just going to the comedy club with your ticket and your
Three drinks at a bar, and that's $50. Look what you're getting. You're getting all this entertainment.
So
it's a no-brainer.
you're getting
for sure.
all of this, and you're getting everyone. Like, I've seen it up close. They're giving that all 100%. There is no holding back. These guys are flying off the ring, flipping over. I just can't wait. I'm super excited. Malta, is there anything else you want to tell us about the event, or anything
friendly.
you want to say to Jimmy Jack Cash?
I want. First of all, I want the people to know that we love wrestling. We love old wrestling. We love new wrestling. We love the wrestling in Japan. We love the wrestling in Europe. We love the wrestling in Mexico. We love the wrestling in Chile. We love the wrestling all over this world. Dominican Republic. The wrestling everywhere. So this company is out there to exemplify the talents from each and every person. Just like back in the day, it was more of like a circus of athletes from around the world. There's a Russian guy, I don't want to mention his name yet until we announce who he is, but he's going to be coming to NAX too. And this guy is like Drago, bro, from Rocky IV, bro. That guy's going to be something to see. And we're hoping to build this stuff. We don't care about any other wrestling federations. We're in our own lane. We have our own fan base. We have our own group of supporters. And they are the cornerstones of our foundation. And I'm going to tell you something, Jimmy Jack Cash. All right? You sit there, you get pumped up. You get jacked up. Because on May 21st, 2022, you're going to get jacked.
We're going to be there firsthand. And I'm going to be the first person to talk to Jimmy Jack after he done got jacked. We'll be right back after this. Oh, hold on. Time out. So, we're having a small difficulty. We're good. We can't take a break. But keep talking.
That's right. We'll go through it. Well, listen, you're wearing two hats in this.
Well, I wear a few hats. First of all, it's family friendly. Bring your kids. We promise you will get to meet the wrestlers, unless, of course, it's Jimmy Jack who's going to be taken out on a stretcher out to the ambulance. Then you're going to have to get his autograph as he's coming in, because Big Malta, the damager, is going to put some damage on that boy. Yeah, I wear many hats. We all do, because at this level, you do your booking, you do your everything, right? That's what we do.
Let's go back to one of the main reasons why we're having this event. Mm-hmm. This event is it's a fundraiser to help your movie, Good Friday. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to raise money.
Not my movie, our movie. Because Jim actually...
It's a Sauronella film?
Well, somebody has to be the captain, the director. Someone has to be Captain Stubing. And someone has to be Isaac, the bartender. But Jim actually puts in a lot more time as anybody on this film. And he's seeing it to the end with me. We go to the Bronx. We've had to, dodge bullets and police stakeouts, rats. I can't even tell you. Guys driving on the wrong side of the road. Speaking of wrong side of the road, he's not in our federation, but he's in our movie. Mike, the Man of Steel Verna. Somebody was going the other way and hit him, and he's laid up, but we're going to have to...
Yeah, his name is Mike Taverna. You guys know him from AEW.
Yeah.
He's a world-class athlete,
amazing guy,
super great guy, a good actor, and just an amazing, talented guy. And we can say some prayers for him that he has a speedy recovery, because a guy like that is just too good to be on the sidelines.
You did that fight scene with him.
Fight scenes.
Well, the first one when we were in the
feast scene.
James and him did that awesome fight scene.
Awesome fight scene.
Well, let me tell you something. You see, I'm going to say something good about Sal, because Sal's always complaining that I'm busting his balls too much. I'm going to tell you something, all right? Sal's a talented guy.
Absolutely.
Sal's a bass player. We're going to be playing with our band, Poser Jukebox, at the show. We'll be playing a couple of songs, all right? He's also the director and writer of the movie Good Friday, which is his movie. He's also had a couple of other movies, another movie called Austin's Angels, and he's been acting since the 80s. And he's worked on a lot of sets with a lot of different people throughout the years. And, tons of shows that you people have heard of. And he's really stepped up as a partner, as a manager, as somebody who has to pay his dues like everybody else that came into professional wrestling. When it came time to go into Mexico, he got his ticket. When it comes time for the show, he's got his share of the money, and he's been a reliable friend through with all of this. And I am invested in seeing the best version of his movie Good Friday coming out, because it's really, like, we'll talk about his movie for a quick second. It's really a tremendous movie being done in today and age, when people do a whole entire movie with like 16 people, that's including the cameraman and the sound guy. So they just do these things, And this movie has got over 300 people in the movie, and it's got so many recognizable folks in there, such as William DeMeo, and you could go on with the guys in there.
Tony Ray Rossi,
Federico
Castelluccio, so many guys. Mike Verna, your partner, Artie Pasquale. Gosh, Joey Katz. I mean, the list goes on. At the end of the day, it's probably 35.
Joe Potts and Anthony Aveni.
That's right. Joe Potts. Frankie.
There's
about 35 recognizable faces in the movie.
And we got Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy.
Tommy's in
there. It was being produced by Bobby.
And Crazy Mario's
Crazy
in it.
Mario, Joe D'Onofrio. Oh, yeah, Lou Veneria. Oh, gosh.
You've had a lot of little hurdles, too.
We've had a lot of hurdles.
A lot of hurdles. You had a lot of deaths.
A lot of deaths.
Well, you want to know what the beautiful thing about it is, that this movie is going to, because it took a while to get it done, everybody knows it, but this is going to be like a resurrection of all of these people and all of these people who were in it. I mean, they may have died during the filming and stuff, and they're not around anymore, but they're going to have one more time to shine when this movie comes out. Absolutely. And that's going to be a wonderful thing for the families to see as well.
No, that's a good point. That's a very
Jeff
good
Priami, Cha-Cha. Let me tell you something. When we're in the studio editing, there's a few scenes that we could watch over and over again, and Jim just can't stop laughing or reciting. There are some things that people are going to be like, oh, wow, you guys went and did that. There's a couple of left turns.
Big Jeff
steals the show. They steal the show.
They're just tremendous people, and
sadly, they're gone.
Yes, but there will always be tremendous people.
Yeah, tremendous.
It would just gone too soon
Pat
to see
Maroney.
that type of Pat Maroney. He's a big part of it. He plays one of the. He's one of the mob bosses, right?
He's married to.
That's right, Teresa in the movie.
And you had Angel in it too, right?
Angel Salazar.
Tea time with Teresa Farrows.
Yes,
wonderful lady.
Yeah, so we have a lot coming up,
and it's also Cindy Savelle's birthday too. So a couple of people, Fatso Catso, DJ Fatso Catso, it's his birthday.
It's his birthday. We got
the old man Rockshaw. It's his birthday, like a day before.
Yeah, Cindy actually just mentioned that. It's my birthday. It's my birthday.
So come on down.
But I just want to say that we have many people watching and commenting. Shamik Giles is one of the guys. He's a big wrestling fan. He actually helped produce the Den of Comedy, which that's the tour that I'm going out on. The Den of Comedy Tour is the official name of it. We're going out in August. That starts in New York City and ends in New York City around New Year's Eve. So I just can't wait. But yeah, that's where we're going to find out more of the details. If I don't see us being on the road that long. But I think they might break it up. We might be gone for 2 months and then break it up and then go back out for 2 months. But I appreciate you watching, Shamik. He's done a Den of Comedy on Wednesday nights on Instagram, and this is how this all came about. You know, I saw them doing this. I hopped on, and I didn't know it was a competition. Next thing I know, I'm in the middle of a competition, and I'm like, oh, we got the finals coming up. Finals of what?
Nice.
Oh, yeah, go on tour. Oh, shit. Now it's game time.
Nice.
Let's just remind everybody, you can contact us through Andrew, through Frank, from Sal or myself for tickets. Reserve your seats in advance. NAX, North American Experience, presents a pro wrestling extravaganza like you've never seen before. It's certainly affordable. It's something, I mean, you know, to run an event like this, even without the food, it's difficult to make your money back in the way things have been. But we're doing this because, like I said, we love it, and we want to try to encourage everybody to know that, yes, it's cool to sit at home and watch this stuff on your computer at home, but life is meant to be lived outside there in the street.
Right.
So you need to go out there and live your life and go and do something where there's a bunch of people who you know and a bunch of people you don't know, and go out with some friends and make some new friends, because the world's got to go back to the way it was. I'm not down with this compartmentalizing everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
The location where you're having the event, it's pretty unique to me. You have to go upstairs, and that's where the hall is. But downstairs there's a full bar restaurant right underneath it.
And there's 2 bars upstairs.
So there's a bar upstairs that you can go to, and after the event, you don't have to leave. You can just go downstairs. Make sure you get all the way down upstairs first before you drink too much.
Handicap accessible.
Clifton is a great neighborhood. Clifton, New Jersey.
Yeah.
There's tons of Colombians and Mexicans and Italians and Puerto Ricans and all different people over there. And me and Sal combed the neighborhood promoting the show. And we met a lot of people. These Korean folks up the street that have a wonderful Taekwondo school. And a lot of these people are coming to the show to support it, and they're glad that we're bringing professional wrestling to Clifton, New Jersey.
Right. And hopefully we bring the wrestling to New Jersey, to that area. It bring people into the shops that are there, because there's a strip of stores on both sides of the streets, and it's kind of like almost like just outside the center of town down there. Because like when I was there, I did take a drive around too. I like to see what's going on in the area. So it is a good area.
And it's a 60-foot ceiling, which is great for wrestling.
The venue is fantastic.
Plenty of room.
It gives you that old ECW Elks Lodge type of feel to it with the balcony up on top. And it's really nice.
Anyone going off the balcony?
Well, we have. People have jumped off the balcony. You never know. Like a lot of people think that wrestling is scripted. You always keep hearing that wrestling is scripted.
No, it's when you're in the moment.
But yeah, I mean,
you're in the
there's
moment.
tons
You don't
of things
know
that happen, and people don't realize it. Especially if you get 2 people who maybe don't like each other outside of the wrestling company, and you put them in there, or if somebody gets a little bit too, things get real quick. And I mean, I'm talking about not like where we're trying not to die in a wrestling match. Like I said, people tell you, "Oh, is wrestling fake?" I said, "All right, you want to bring your 6-year-old kid to just watch me kill somebody and murder somebody? Is murder real? Because if murder's real, I'll kill 3 people here tonight." But since it's not, we're going to try to do something without killing each other and entertain you folks. And you take that risk of becoming a paraplegic every time that you step in the ring.
Crazy, right?
And people that I know have paid the ultimate price, have become a paraplegic after missing a rotation and landing on their head and their neck and never be able to walk again. And it's happened to many people. People have actually died in the ring. Several people have died in the ring. Look it up. It's facts.
Sal Ranella, I thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Malta the Damager.
We ain't scripted nothing.
Thank you. I appreciate
We're gonna
it.
fight until
Matter of fact, I'm just checking this table out and see if we can.
Remember that Wednesday.
We'll see how it goes, man.
Wednesday, May 11th, Misfits. You have myself and a bunch of comedians. Then you have the following day, Thursday, May 12th. We're at the Shortstop Inn in East Islip. Come down, check us out. It's going to be a great time. And then we have May 21st, Clifton, New Jersey, the extravaganza, the event. I hope we see you guys there. That's our show for tonight. Andrew Washington.
Frank Carrera.
We are out.
Ciao.
Good night, everybody. Yeah, baby. 2022.